Meta has exploded higher plus 5.97% to $669.21, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Saturday, July 11th, and this is your complete global market briefing. The market is lacking a clear catalyst today, leading to choppy, two-way price action. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 ticked up plus 0.42% to $7,575.39. Equity markets are responding to reports that after the latest RE stock rally, investors face a reality check, Morningstar. NASDAQ 100 is trading higher by plus 0.33%, at $29,825. Equity markets are responding to reports that NASDAQ 100 falls 2% in chip-led rout as oil climbs, markets wrap. Dow Jones ticked up plus 0.29% to $52,637. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends higher as investors turn to earnings season. DAX slipped minus 0.20% to $25,067. The move follows reports that NASDAQ ends sharply higher, chip surge offsets Iran worries. FTSE 100 is trading higher by plus 0.24%, at $10,497. Investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices rise as conflict in Middle East resumes. Trade on markets for WTI oil price today, Federal News Network. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Meta made a dramatic move today, surged plus 5.97% to $669.21. Equity markets are responding to reports that why is Saroban Capital betting big on Meta platforms, carve-out RE. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. Nvidia surged plus 4.03% to $210.96 in a significant session. Investor sentiment is being shaped by Nvidia, NVDA, stock forecast. DeepSeek building its own chip is $197 the bottom. Trading key. The key number to track this week is data center revenue run rate. With Blackwell GPUs ramping across hyperscaler data centers, analysts are upgrading estimates, but the stock is priced for continued execution. Any supply chain commentary or China export restriction update could be the swing factor. The bull case holds as long as AI capex from Microsoft, Google, and Amazon stays elevated. Samsung is up plus 2.52%, trading at $285,000. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung prepares to unveil chip earnings insights as RE demand drives record semiconductor profits, crypto briefing. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. BHP climbed plus 2.48% to $58.28. Equity markets are responding to reports that BHP shares in 2026. Should you buy, sell, or hold? Discovery alert. China property market stabilization is the single biggest catalyst for iron ore, and hence BHP near-term earnings. Any positive PMI or construction data from China would move the stock. The copper growth story is intact regardless. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that NASDAQ ends sharply higher. Chip surge offsets Iran worries. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices rise as conflict in Middle East resumes. Trade on markets for WTI oil price today, Federal News Network. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends higher as investors turn to earnings season. Turning to commodities. Brent crude slipped to $76.01 per barrel, down 0.38% on the session. This comes as NASDAQ 100 falls 2% in chip-led rout as oil climbs, markets wrap, adding pressure to energy markets. WTI crude dipped to $71.41 per barrel, down 0.93% on the session. This comes as NASDAQ 100 falls 2% in chip-led rout as oil climbs, markets wrap, adding pressure to energy markets. Natural gas dropped sharply to $2.94, down 2.39% on the session. The move follows reports that NASDAQ ends sharply higher. Chip surge offsets Iran worries. Gold dipped to $4,104.10 per troy ounce, down 0.64% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that gold slips toward weekly decline as inflation concerns eclipse safe haven demand. Yahoo Finance UK. Let us give you our near-term view on Meta. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $709.36 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical. Always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.02% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, gaining 0.01% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.67, losing 0.53% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that RE and monetary policy European Central Bank. Here is what we will be watching closely in the days ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That is all from MTRS_Market Pulse for today. All analysis is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial advisor. Trade safe, and we will see you in the next one. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.